another Tiny Card Chat. So, I just wanted to talk about the healing journey in general, okay? Healing is what I am trying to do right now, and I realize on this healing journey of mine, I am going to have to end certain relationships in my life that I didn't expect to end. I'm gonna see certain sides of people that I didn't expect to see, and I have to be okay with not everyone liking me, and I have to be okay with not liking everyone. And, you know, during the healing process, like, you're focusing on healing, you're focusing on yourself, you're focusing on, like, your ways to better yourself. And I'm trying to move forward, and I'm trying to also stay grounded with what I truly believe, while trying to make money doing things that are congruent to who I am. And sometimes I'm gonna try things out, and sometimes I'm not gonna really enjoy what I'm doing, and that's okay. Like, I'm allowed to go back and forth. I'm allowed to try something and then decide, like, it's not gonna work. And I also realize, you know, the healing process is just so it's like it feels like I'm in a, like, ping pong match or something. Like, I'm like, whoo, what's next? Like, you know, it's like constant tests that I'm being put through. And the test that I'm being put through right now is sticking to what I know is best for me, no matter what anyone else says. And that is so hard for me to do, because I am someone who's pretty open-minded. And so when someone comes to me and it sounds like a really good opportunity, I'm like, yeah, I'll try it out. Like, I want to try it out. Like, but then it's important. I think part of the healing process is knowing what's for you and knowing what's for someone else. And sometimes, you know, I'm going to try something and I'm going to think, this is more for you, and that is okay. This is your journey. I don't want to take from your journey. I respect your journey and I respect my journey. And we can go our own separate ways and support each other along the way. Like, that is fine with me. And then there's some, like, relationships or friendships where you voice that, like, this isn't going to work for me and I need to find a new path. And that person misunderstands, maybe because you delivered it in the wrong way, or maybe because they aren't ready to see the mirror that you're holding up for them. And that's okay too. Like, being on the healing journey sometimes makes you feel like you know things, and like you want to tell everyone what you know, and that's okay sometimes. But sometimes there are things that you just should not say. And I feel like I maybe have said some things to people that they weren't ready to hear, or maybe I just should have never said them, period. Like, I am not perfect. I'm gonna fuck up, people, you know. And that's where grace comes in. You know, friendship comes with grace. True friendship comes with grace. True friendship comes with, like, wanting to have an end solution. True friendship comes with supporting each other no matter what direction the other person goes in. And sometimes your support comes off in the wrong way, and you're misunderstood. And then in those moments, that's where you get to give each other grace and you get to talk it out. But then there's other moments where you're in a friendship where that moment never happens, and that person just wants to say bye, and you're left there like, damn, like, I would have definitely given you grace, and I have given you grace before, but sometimes it's not reciprocated, and that's okay, you know. Like, it's telling, and people's true colors will show while you are trying to become a better version of you. That is when you see other people's true colors around you. And it's painful. And, you know, it's shitty sometimes. Being misunderstood is rough. But, sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm feeling, and just feeling is okay. Crying equals strength and courage, and feeling is important to move on past things. And I'm gonna sit with this because I don't want to suppress any emotions. I want to feel it so that way I can move on. Anyway, I just want you guys to know if you're healing, I'm proud of you. Keep going. I know it's hard sometimes. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Healing is hard, but it takes a strong person to do it, and it's so worth it at the end. So yeah, I don't have my stuff together all the time. I am a human who messes up, and I am also a human who knows what they want, and I'm someone who is going to continue to work towards my higher self because I see it and I want it and I'm ready for it. So I'm gonna keep doing it. This is not for sympathy. This is not for sympathy. This is for people who need to know, like, yeah, someone can be super happy and positive, but like being happy and positive requires like looking at the ugly stuff too and looking at your shadow self, because you need to see the dark in order to see the light. Yes. So this is just, I'm just trying to be real and feel. And you know, some people might think, oh, she's weak for crying, and that's okay. I'm not gonna say anything, you know. Everyone has their own perspective and experiences that got them to that perspective. So I'm gonna let you sit with that. But for me, crying is strength and real. And to me, there's nothing wrong with something that's real. So, yes. Please continue your day with some love. Get some love from give some love to yourself. Like, I'm kind of going on a little rant right now, I know. I just had a moment of, whoa, just like, you know, you just don't expect some people to leave your life, and then they do, and you're kind of just shocked. Another thing I want to say is, you know, please put yourself first if you can, and if you can, is all I could say. If you have like a family and all of that, like, I totally understand, like, it's way more difficult to put yourself first, but I'm saying if you can, please do, because it is moments like this where you put so much of yourself into someone, and you put so much of yourself into like a friendship, and they decide to leave, and you're just left there, right? You're just left there. You're like, okay, like, they left. That's why it's so important to put yourself first, because if I was putting myself first all the time, I wouldn't feel some slight discomfort right now. Like, right now I feel like, oh my gosh, I just put so much time into this friendship, and now I'm left here thinking, you know, wow, I really wish I put myself first the whole time, because if I did, I would have been a little further along in the path that I wanted to go down. And, you know, I am grateful that I was able to be there for that person in those moments that she needed it. And I'm grateful that she was there for me in the moments that I needed it. And, you know, it's a lot. I look back at that time with gratitude, and I know that, you know, like, we were supposed to be in each other's lives for that time to help heal each other. And, you know, I'm gonna release any of like the hard feelings that I could be having right now, because I know that this person meant a lot to me and still means a lot to me. And, you know, I'm not gonna have hard feelings towards it. I'm just gonna look at it as a lesson and know that I need to always put myself first, at least during this time where I'm single and where I'm, you know, focusing on myself. Like, this is the time to be focusing on myself. And I don't mean this in a selfish way. I'm just saying, you know, if I was putting myself first the whole time, then I wouldn't have any like slight resentment, and you don't want to have any resentment And so I'm releasing resentment. I'm releasing all of that because I don't need it. And I'm taking what I need to take from it. And that's the lesson of putting myself first. It's like constant tests that life is going to throw at us, and we have to get it right sometimes, you know, and it's taking a while for me to get it right, but I'll get there. I'll get there. Anyway, I wish you all healing, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Remember that you're not alone when things get hard. That shit is normal. Okay.